2022 is off to a fevered start as it relates to the Murdaugh murders true crime saga. This, of course, is the web of criminal activity surrounding 53-year-old attorney Alec Murdaugh, his influential family, and the powerful law firm it founded in Hampton, South Carolina over a century ago. From the beginning of this story, my news outlet, which consists of myself, news director Mandy Matney, executive editor Liz Farrell, special project director Dylan Nolan, we've been on top of this story. We've broken almost every major development related to this case and have been driving the narratives of its coverage. Well, there was some major news this week, which our news director Mandy Matney reported exclusively. Let me tell you a little bit about it. So this week, a big development. We received confirmation through our network of sources familiar with the status of this investigation that there is forensic evidence linking Alec Murdaugh to this crime. And again, this is a step up from our prior reporting in the immediate aftermath of the shooting, in which Alec Murdaugh was listed as a person of interest in the double homicide investigation. Now again, Murdaugh has already been criminally charged 51 times for financial crimes related to various other investigations involving him, his family, and the powerful law firm that it founded in Hampton, South Carolina over a century ago. But this is the first indication that law enforcement and prosecutors in the Office of South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson may in fact be closing in on Alec Murdaugh related to the double homicide investigation, which claimed the life of 52-year-old Maggie Murdaugh, Alec's wife, and 22-year-old Paul Murdaugh, his youngest son. For more on that, I want to send you now to the latest podcast from news director Mandy Matney, her Murdaugh Murders podcast. Let's take a listen.
After 7 months, we too were wondering what the holdup was at the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division. So Liz Farrell, Will Folks, and I, all at fitsnews.com, went back to our sources with some information that we've been hearing for months, that there was direct physical evidence that placed Alec Murdaugh at Moselle at the very moment his wife and son were murdered. Turns out this is absolutely true, according to our sources. And that is a big deal. We can't say what that evidence is exactly, but we have been told that it is substantial, and I would not be reporting it right now if it wasn't. However, direct physical evidence sometimes isn't enough to hang a case on. So in this episode, we're going to take you through everything that we know about the murders. We're going to talk about the surrounding circumstances, possible motives, theories, and evidence.
Now, as has been its custom from the beginning of this investigation, the State Law Enforcement Division, or SLED, has been very tight-lipped about what it is and is not investigating related to the Moselle homicides or any of the other investigations that are currently underway into Murdaugh and his family and law firm. I did, however, receive a statement a moment ago from SLED, and I wanted to read it to you real quick. Quote, SLED will not comment on the potential existence of any evidence in this or any active ongoing investigation. So again, SLED not commenting on the news that forensic evidence has linked Alec Murdaugh to the double homicide at Moselle. Once again, for the very latest on the Murdaugh murder saga, would encourage you to visit fitsnews.com for the latest news. Also, for context, please be sure to check out Mandy Matney's podcast, the Murdaugh Murders Podcast. You can check that out at murdaughmurderspodcast.com.